Welcome back.
There you go.
Welcome back to the show, baby. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while.
I know. There's a beetle I think a beetle just flew on my window.
Is it a stink beetle?
I don't know. I'm afraid. I don't want to look at it.
I've never smelled with like a stink. Is it called a stink or what is it called? A
What are you talking about?
You know the beetles that smell gross when you step on them. Or no, the bug. It's not a beet. Well, isn't it a
I've,
beetle?
I've never stepped on a beetle. I'll say that. Those things are too big to
Stink
step
bugs.
on.
That's what I'm thinking of. Stink bugs.
Do you get weird?
Bugs?
No, but do you get weird like stepping on like certain insects because like a beetle, for example, or like a cockroach or something? That's too big to step on. Like now it's like
yeah.
getting a little crazy.
Um, even spiders. I don't like stepping on spiders.
Yeah, when I see a spider, I do the old. I'll grab a shoe and then hit it.
Oh.
I'm not gonna do the stepping, but
Dude, I'm still afraid to do that.
have you seen that video of that one person that hit it and like a bunch of baby spiders came out?
That's my fear.
Sack?
That is my fear.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen. What was it? To my aunt one time, and that was enough for me.
If that ever happened,
ooh, get it.
I got it.
You swat it. Good backhand, by the way. Good backhand. Oh boy, where'd it go? Oh, we got a TV remote. Not a good selection, I gotta say. Maybe a shoe, better selection. You get more
target down.
Oh, you got the target.
Target down. Just crushed him with my TV remote.
Oh yeah.
No, but spiders. If that ever happened and I hit it and eggs and like little baby spiders going, I no longer own the house. I'll say that.
Oh no, dude.
I'm no longer.
That belongs to the devil. It's a devil's house now.
You got to hire a priest and got to get an exorcist in here.
Yeah. Well, since this episode is so late, should we explain what happened?
Yes. So let's start off with we did record a podcast earlier.
And it was an absolute mess.
It was an absolute mess.
I was distracted the whole time because I spilled coffee. I also I don't know if you could tell. Maybe I could find like the video and try to post it, but I dropped my water bottle too. And it spilled everywhere. And so I was sitting there just trying to remain calm. And I think it was like a question you asked me. And then I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, there's that. There was Reed was holding his microphone the whole time, so I was making a bunch of noise. But we did have a couple segments of the show that were bangers, which is,
I know that's
which is unfortunate.
That was the sad thing when I was like, oh man.
More of the story, or to speed up the story at the end, audio got messed up. We're professionals here. We can't publish that type of stuff.
No, dude, you can't even.
So
no.
Then, we were going to record last night on my way home from practice. My car, first, I knew there was something wrong. I'm on my way home. My AC is blowing hot air. I was like, that's weird. So I turn off my air conditioner, turn off my air conditioner completely. And like, I was kind of like weird because my car's like known for having really good AC, like best in the house. And
really?
So I ended up just turning it off, rolled down the windows. I'm listening to like a podcast on the way home, having a good time. Next thing I knew. No, I haven't watched a single episode.
I haven't. I mean, unless I have to.
Yeah. But so I'm having a good time. I'm on my way home. I'm probably about 40 to 50 minutes out. Next thing I know, I'm hearing this loud. I have headphones on, which I think it's illegal to be driving with headphones, but that's beside the point. So I can't hear my car that great. I have like one ear out, but all of a sudden I'm hearing a really clicking noise when I accelerate. And so I was like, okay, that sounds weird. So I paused my pod, threw off the headphones, and then I'm like, okay, that really doesn't sound good. I was like, okay, I'm going to make it to, I was like almost to Sierra College Boulevard. I was like, all right, I'm going to pull in there. We'll see what's going on. And luckily I started to get over because I was all the way in the left lane. And I come coming over, and it's not accelerating very fast. Next thing you know, it just dies. Steering goes out. It's the like when my car dies, the steering stops. And so it's like no more powered steering, and the brake doesn't work that great. But luckily I pulled off right at the right moment where I can get off into the shoulder into like a perfect like spot where I can pull over. And so I got there. I'm like, all right, let's go see what's under the hood. I crank it open, just smoke everywhere. And I was like, oh, that doesn't look too promising. And then I was like, I thought I knew what was wrong because like my car has like with the transmitter, it goes dry because it just leaks.
Yeah.
I've dealt with it for years, but so I was going to dump some water in there, but I like open up the thing and just sprays like mist and stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna give my pops a call. I was like, hey daddy, can you come
Daddy.
get? It's like I was like, daddy, I'm broke up on the side road. He's like, all right, I'm coming. So I'm waiting. Cop pulls up. He's like, hey, you all right? He was like being like asking if I hadn't need anything help, and I was like, nah, I'm good. My daddy's on the way. I was like,
And then all of a
my
sudden he
daddy's
just
on the
pulls
way.
out a gun, just get on the
No, well, yeah, but no, what he does is like, all right, well, just be careful. We've had a lot of bad things happen on like where you're at right here, and like with a lot of instances on the side of the road. He's like, so if you have anything that happens, just call 911. I was like, all right, thanks for the tip, bro.
Dude, that's an awful
Yeah.
tip.
Yeah,
Hey
and then he
man,
just
just to let you
leaves.
know, bad things happen here.
Now I'm on the cautious side. I'm like, okay, now I got to be careful. Next thing I know, old man with a truck comes pulling up. I was like,
Oh boy.
I had a knife. All right, he's lucky I didn't get his jugular. All right, but so old man comes out. He comes hobbling up. He's like a handicapped guy. He has like the sticker. Comes up. And he's like mumbling. He's like, "Oh, what seems to be a problem?" I was like, "I think my car overheated and stuff." And then he's like, "Oh, you got a heavy foot. Then that's what that means." And then I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You need help?" I was like, "Nah, my
An old
dad's on the
thing to
way."
say.
Yeah, I was like, "My dad's on the way." He's like, "All right, you got to be careful out here. A lot of things happen." I was like,
Dude,
I
did
was
somebody
like,
get murdered there? Like
yeah, I was
last
like,
week?
"What am I? Is there something I'm missing here?" I was like, "Should I be expecting
There
someone?
was
Should I be
just a
expecting
brutal
a guest?"
stabbing on the side of the road that you're
Yeah,
at.
but and then he comes, gives me his old rusty hand. I shake it, and he's like, "I have a good one." I was like, now I'm like, I'm expecting something. I was like, there's
Yeah.
something here. I was like, I'm gonna die today, I think. But my dad comes. I had to tow it back to Grass Valley. It was gonna be like 400 and something bucks.
Ooh.
But luckily our insurance paid for a good amount of it, so it only cost me like 130. But my
Ooh.
engine might be blown out. That's a possibility. So if that's the case, Poppy's gonna be having to buy a new car pretty soon.
So when your power steering went out, was it like you were driving a boat? Like, did you have to just full on just crank it to get on the side of the road?
Well, luckily, like I was like starting to. It was like perfect timing. Like if I would have went a little bit longer, I would have broke down on the left side of the highway, which would have been terrible.
Yeah.
I'd have messed up everyone's day. But no, luckily I was like about to get off, and like all of a sudden it like died. And I was like, okay, perfect. I'll just roll right into here. But so I was on the side of the road for like 3 hours though. It was rough. I was starving.
You have a Ford Explorer, right?
Yeah.
Aren't those like known for overheating?
Don't talk about Lucy like that, all right? She's been good to me.
I think that's why they got the
good to me.
name Ford Exploder. I thought.
I didn't think of that.
Because there was this
It's
one
a
time
possibility.
I remember I was with somebody and they had a Ford Explorer and his car was overheating like that. So we pulled off, had his brother come like run over some coolant for him. Dude, when I'm telling this, we left the parking lot, we're going down the road. Dude, it looked like a train was going down the freeway. It was just smoke everywhere. And he was all, I don't know. I called him because I was behind him. I was like, hey, man, like, it's smoking still. And he's all, I can't see anything. Why there's just this huge cloud building up. I was like, look behind you. I was like, just look behind you and you'll see. Like, he was one of those people where he was like, nah, it's fine.
Nah,
It's fine.
it's
I'm
fine.
like,
He can go another 5 miles.
yeah, and he was
God.
not being too careful with it either. He was going like fast, like speeding on the highway. It just looks like a chimney.
A chimney?
Yeah.
You mean a chimney? It's not a couple syllables. It's one syllable. Chimney, not chimney.
Hey, man, some of us didn't go to college, okay?
I'm still in college. I didn't just go to college.
No,
I'm still battling. Still battling.
Still in the trenches.
Yeah.
Is
No,
anything?
and then today, I'm a fully vaxxed child. All right.
Yeah, that's what I saw. That's what you sent me.
I can officially hear colors. I can see sounds. I'm immune to anything.
Dude, you didn't feel anything from the second shot?
Not yet.
Not
I
yet.
said that. I said that on the first one. I was like, all right, first shot, I'm feeling freaking good. I was like,
Mhm.
okay, arms a little sore, normal thing. Next day, dude, I wake up. I have actual spring practice, football practice. I
Yeah.
wake up, dude, the worst headache I can have, body aches to the freaking bone. I was like,
Really?
oh, I was like, this is gonna be a rough one. So I just downed a whole bunch of Advil, Tylenol, and stuff, and
Uh-huh.
battled it out. But no, it was rough. So I was like, okay, I'm feeling good right now, but I was like, I'm not gonna get too cocky because this thing might kill me tomorrow. I don't know.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. No, I was I got mine last Friday. I got my first shot. Which one did you get?
Pfizer.
Pfizer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pfizer.
Okay, yeah, that's the one I
Which
got. But
oh, we're Pfizer bros.
we're
Okay.
Pfizer bros, dude. But when I got mine, because they ask you all like the questions, like if you've had a shot or whatever, and like they asked me if I had like any allergic reactions, like to any medicine or
Yeah,
whatever, and
they
I'm
do that
allergic.
demo.
Yeah, and I'm allergic to moxicillin. So I was like, oh, I'm allergic to moxicillin, and this lady just went, and I went, and then I was all, am I not gonna be able to get the shot? And she was like, do you remember what happened when you took the moxicillin? And like the last time I took moxicillin was when I was like a baby, and that's when they found out, oh, he's allergic to it. And I was just like, I don't know. I was like, I was a baby, and she's like, oh, okay. Well, do you remember what your reaction was? And I was like, no, because I was a baby.
Yeah.
And then she
Oh
was
boy.
all, huh, okay, well, just wait 30 minutes after you get
Oh
the
yeah, you
shot.
were with a 30-minute shot. I was a
Dude,
15.
that 30 minutes was the most stressful 30 minutes of my life because I was sitting there and I'm like, am I feeling something? No, that's not it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Am I
You're like
feeling? I was like, and then I was afraid that like my 30 minutes were going to be up and I was going to be like, all right, stand up and just immediately fall onto the ground.
my first shot, like I was a 15-minute kid. And so I go sitting down, I'm reading my book, and I'm sitting there, I set my timer, and I was like, okay, I really just want to. I don't want to sit here for 15 minutes. So I was
Yeah.
like, luckily it was kind of crowded. So
Mhm.
I sat for about 6, and I was like, I'm gonna call it. It's a good day, and I walked out.
Dude,
But I would have laughed if I just walked out and then on my way back to walking back to like the team house and just peel over.
just fall over. Yeah,
No,
no,
but
dude.
I was gonna say that when I got my shot today, dude, that was a whole nother story because it was chaos again. Because I was
Really?
already like, because like last night was so chaotic trying to get home, get my
Yeah.
car home. So I forgot. First of all, I'm driving down. I had an early workout. I'm driving down, and about 4 minutes from pulling up to my school, I'm like, oh my god, I didn't bring my other vaccine card, the first card. I was like, are you shit, man? I was like, so I looked up like on the CDC like website. I was like,
Yeah.
um, can I still get my shot if I don't have my previous card? And they're like, yeah, it's cool. Like they'll give you a new one. You're in the system. I was like, all right, cool. And then so I walk over to my appointment. I'm early, like
Mhm.
always, like a scholar. About 20 minutes early, I come up and I'm already like, do you ever like when you make an appointment for something, do you ever like worried like, okay, what if am I actually like, what if my thing's not scheduled? Like, what if something happened? Like, so when
Yes,
like whenever I go up,
especially when it's like an online one.
yeah, I'm
Like
always
I'm
so
like,
anxious. Like
yeah.
to any appointment, I'm like, okay, that'd be so embarrassing. And I'm like standing in line. I get up there and like all of a
Mhm.
sudden they're like, oh, you're not on the list. Well,
Oh.
I come rolling up
Mhm.
and they standing outside with the checkboard. I was like, yeah. They're like, you have a appointment. I was like, yeah, 12:33. I was like, my name's Justin Houlihan. And they're looking. And they're like, what'd you say your name was? I was like, oh God, Justin
Oh
Houlihan.
no.
They're looking. They look at me like, did you make an appointment? I was like, yeah, I made it about last week. I was like, they were like, can I see your confirmation email? I was like, well, about that. I was like, I didn't
Well,
get
about
one. I was like, I didn't get one for the second, like this shot. And then I was like, but the thing is, I didn't get one for my first shot either. I didn't get a confirmation email. So I was like, I think it's cool. So I come up there and they're like, I don't think you're signed in. I was like, oh, you shit, man. I was like, I just want to get this damn
yeah.
shot and get it over with. So they had me sign up right there. And then I'm sweating my ass off, by the way, because outside I'm a little stressed, a little anxious, sweating my ass. I dripping all over my phone, signing up for like to get the shot right then. So I end up getting in, and then I was just waiting because I was like, when I get to that table, I got to tell the people, I was like, I don't have my card either. It's like,
Yeah,
I'm a
one
very
thing after
unorganized
another.
person right now. So I get up there and I'm sitting. She first thing she asked, second dose, first dose, or second dose. I was like, second dose. Can I see your card? I was like, about that. All right. So I made up
Another thing.
story. I played both stories and put them together because
Yeah.
my first shot thing is in my desk. I was like, look, my car broke down yesterday. It was in the glove box and it's in the shop and I couldn't
Oh,
get
good
it.
thinking.
So I put that together and she's like, okay, no problem. We'll look your name up. I get the new card. I was like, bada bit, bada boom. But I was like, what a just chaotic, just a mess of a couple hours. Like,
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. No, the first shot. I'm glad. I'm a little worried about the second one now, just because the first.
have you
one,
got the second one yet?
No, I've only got. I have to wait 3 weeks. I think my next appointment's like in
See,
May.
that's the other thing. I don't think I waited I don't know what was the amount of time. They said like about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's like 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay, I was like, I'm about 2 weeks, I think. I was like, I
Yeah.
got the email for the second shot. So I was like, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Like whatever.
No, the first when I got the first one, I didn't have much the only thing, like, my head was kind of cloudy and my body just felt weird, and then my arm hurt, and that was it. And then
Now
they say usually.
now try practicing with that. All right.
Yeah, dude. That's when
I
you
couldn't
told me
remember
that. I
a
was
damn
like,
play.
yeah, dude. I was like,
If
how
you,
did
I
we
was
do
watching
that?
yeah, I was watching film. I was like doing some of the shit I was doing. I was like, dude, I don't even remember. I was like,
Mhm.
it's like I turned the wrong way on one of them. I fucking backpedaled. I was like, what am I doing here? It was
Yeah,
just a
no. And
mess.
then I felt like cloudy headed. That was it. And then I woke up the next day, arm still a little sore. And then I felt like for a little bit kind of foggy, and then I was fine after that. But now I'm worried about the second one, because I'm like, they say the second one hits a little harder.
That's what I heard too. I was like, dude, I was like, I didn't think I was gonna make it on the first
Yeah.
shot. Honestly, like halfway through practice, I was like, dude, now I can't breathe. Really, I was like, I think I'm gonna die here. I was like, this is
This
a
is it.
mistake. And now I'm like, all right, second shot. Luckily, I don't have practice tomorrow, but my arm is kind of feeling a little sore.
Dude, yeah,
It feels like I just threw like a 8 inning game in baseball. You know, my
yeah,
arm's
I don't
about to fall
remember
off.
shot. Is it just that shot that just hurt your arm? Because I don't remember
I
any
don't know.
shot hurting that much.
I know. I was like, can I get it in my ass? Why do I gotta get it in my shot? Just
Yeah, dude.
pop it in the crack, you know? Get it in the cheeks.
Just when they ask which arm you want to, just say my ass, please.
Yeah, just bend over like here you go.
Just drop your
But
pants right there. Just all
yeah,
right.
so I got it out of the way though, so now I don't have to worry. Because I honestly I didn't care. I didn't care if I got it or care. They required it. That's the
Mhm.
main reason. I was like, other than that, I was like, I don't really need it. I'm a young buck, you know, young bull.
Yeah, the
And
reason why
but
I got it is because I am the biggest baby whenever I get sick from anything. Like, I had
yeah.
allergies like the past week, and I was like, it was killing me. Because I'm like somebody who like tries to like dodge getting sick as much as possible. I hate getting sick. So it was like, hey, got that out of the
Yeah.
way. Perfect.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way. So I want to bring up something next topic on this week's episode, mate. Um, something I saw on Instagram. Okay, social media. I'm a frequent user. Um, so story. It's not so much the story; it's the comment that I read under it. So the story is a teenager had his arms ripped off by a tractor when he was home alone. He dialed 911 with a pencil in his mouth and then waited in the bathtub so he wouldn't drip blood on the carpet. In the end, he survived and both arms were reattached. So a couple things here. First
This
of
is
all,
what happened on the side of the road that you were on.
almost, but so arms reattached. Okay, they can't work still if they're
Yeah.
just gone and then you put them back on. They're just there. They're just dangling. You know,
Yeah, dude.
there's no way those things work.
You got to be like in Puerto Rico to get that surgery to get those moving again.
Yeah, but so the comment under
Oh boy.
so it was saying it was a girl and she was like, FYI, if you lose a body part, so if you're in this situation, you lose an arm, you don't want to put it in a bathtub or ice. She was like, you should, if you're gonna put it in water, is like you want to sprinkle a little lemon in there, and like stuff like that. Like she had like this whole process. I was like, lady, if my arm's off, you think I'm gonna think about putting a
Yeah.
lemon water, a little bit of, I'm gonna saute it with a little bit of things. Like,
Yeah.
no, my arm's fucking off my body. I'm like,
It's
I'm
kind
gonna
of like
panic.
it's kind of
I'm
like
gonna
those
freak out.
comments. Those comments when you're like watching a movie and you're all, "Why'd they do that? If I was in this situation, I just."
Yeah, dude, if both my arms are off my body, I'm dead. All right, I'm not
Oh
picking up.
yeah.
My brain wouldn't even comprehend. Oh, I'm gonna put a pencil in my mouth, dial 911. No, I'm gonna just
Yeah.
die.
What?
I'm gonna
Yeah, I
die.
would be in shock from both of my arms being off. That I would just be like, "Nope, this is it."
Yeah,
I
and
would
who'd
just
want to
pass
live
out.
without arms too? Yeah.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Oh, it's
Everybody's
like,
got to
yeah,
do
no,
everything for you.
I can't throw a ball. I can't touch
No,
myself. I don't know.
you look weird when you're running.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone makes fun of you. Yeah,
Yeah,
not
just
about it.
become that guy.
What would be one body part if you had, if like someone was like, all right, I'm gonna cut something off of you, like you get kidnapped off the side of the road where I was at,
Yeah.
and they're like, all right, we're gonna one of your body parts. What body part are you choosing?
Oh, dude, can I just cut my pinky off? I feel like I don't use my pinky that much.
It's not. It's got to be like a full body part.
Oh, cut off my left arm. I mean, my left hand. Just take
Yeah,
the
that's what I
hand.
was thinking. Because I was like, I'm not gonna do a leg. I'm not gonna hobble around
No,
everywhere. I was like, one hand, I can work with. If I
I
have
can work
one
with a
good
nub.
hand, I'm good with it.
Yeah, dude. And then
Mhm.
maybe science
A
advances and you
tattoo
can
that
have a
sucker, maybe
robot hand.
attach like a weapon to that thing.
Oh, dude, you could be like a
Like a
hook.
ball with spikes.
Yeah, you could be like Captain Hook.
Oh, I could be Captain Hook.
Yeah,
Oh my
see?
goodness.
There's so many possible. Wait,
Facts.
would an
Yeah.
eyeball count like as a body part? Take one of my eyes.
No, I don't want to lose an eye. No. What?
Dude, because then you get to wear the sick patch.
Yeah, but and then your vision's all messed up. Close your eye and like try to do something. Like your depth perception's all off. You can't shoot a basketball. You
It'll
can't
get
do any
better.
of that stuff. No, no. Give
Dude,
me
if you
both
had
my
an
eyes.
iPad, dude, just a pirate look. That'd be cool.
Well, this actually goes kind of into the other thing that I was going to bring up
Mm-hmm.
about. Okay, would you lose an ear?
Yeah.
Yeah, one ear. Like
Yeah.
your hearing will still be. You just have one side that you got to like kind of completely turn. To hear.
Yeah, I mean, you might be able to still use it too a little bit.
Yeah, I mean. So
how's the guy that
other
Mike
thing
Tyson bit his ear off? How's that guy doing?
well, that was just the tip. That was just the. It was just
Oh,
the
that's
top
right. It
part.
was just the top part.
Was it the whole? If he would have bit the whole thing, I'm pretty sure that requires at least a minimum of 5 years in prison. I think.
Oh yeah, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it has to be. But so the thing I was going to bring up, this is supposedly a trend happening now with our generation, which is not good. Our generations
Trends
be
are
making
never
trends.
good with our generation.
Yeah. People are now getting the inside of their ears removed in a new body modification trend. The procedure is called conch removal. So
Why?
it's just the middle part. They're keeping the whole outer part, just the middle part. So it's like a big hole. Ew.
Why?
Why? Yeah.
What's the point of that?
Style? I don't know.
That's a weird style, man. I don't know if I would do that.
It's like
yeah, what?
it's like those people that get the gauges. The
Yeah.
gauge earrings.
Yeah,
Those
see,
are
like,
gross.
I can understand because they make like very little, like small gauges. I can understand those. But dude, when you got those big ones or even like the medium sized ones, just too much, man.
No, and then they never heal.
Yeah,
When like
that's
you're old and you're like, all right, I'm done
Mhm.
with these. Then you're just got some droopy ears, and everyone laughs.
Yeah, and then you just look weird.
Everyone stops what they're eating when you walk into a restaurant to look at you.
Yeah, everybody's all it's disgusting.
Yeah, our generation should be making trends.
I saw another thing. Speaking of news, I saw one
boy.
thing that people are preparing for a crazy summer because I saw that condom sales were up.
No way.
Like very high up. Like they're making
And this
more than they
is
were last year at this time.
this isn't good either for our generation because our generation
No,
should be
dude.
repopulating, right?
Yeah, there's
they're
going
gonna
to
be
be a
out
good
there.
chance one of those is going to break.
I think it's like one in every. It's like I think the odds like aren't that bad for like a
Yeah.
condom to break. Like I'm pretty sure it's like reasonable. It's not like
Yeah.
winning the lottery, But
Just
No.
pray and hope for the best.
but I'm just gonna predict now. All right, you heard it here first. if this happens, if people are going to start throwing their fangs everywhere, all right,
Yeah.
we're going to see a very big spike in COVID. Right? This is how it begins again, round 2.
Yeah, that's how it starts. I noticed another thing because I'm on Tinder. I see what's going on out there.
You're on the Tinder grind, huh?
Yeah, people have been putting in their bios in like capital letters vaccinated.
Have you yet?
No, letting you know
You
that
just got to
they
put
are.
first dose. You back first
Yeah,
dose.
first dose.
Put the date of your second one, like second dose
Yeah,
coming up in a couple weeks.
I was just like, man, we're in a strange time where that's like the flex to be like, hey, just to let you know, I'm all
Very
good.
strange. Yeah,
Weird
I might put that in
time.
my Instagram bio. So when I start following people, like, yeah, check it out. I'm just gonna be. It's just gonna be vaxxed boy
Vax boy, look out.
looking for a white boy summer. You know.
Yeah, dude, the vaccine slut. I was looking for a shirt that said that. I was gonna get it.
No, the questionnaires for these vaccines were. It was confusing too because they're like, have you got like another vaccination in the past 14 days? I was like, well, I mean, I got the first dose, but they didn't have a button for that. So I was
Is this a
like,
trick question?
I guess, yeah, I was like, I guess not. I was like, whatever. I honestly didn't care. I was like, dude, I sat there. I was like, she's like, all right, you ready? I was like, dude, just stick the needle in my shoulder. Let's get this going.
Yeah.
I was like, I got places to be. Right?
I know. It felt like the lady who did mine was taking so long. Like she would like put the alcohol in it, and then she was like, okay, ready? And I was like, ready. And
She's
right.
nervous.
Yeah, no, she was like really like
that's me, dude. I had
like
the
during
rookies.
everything. She was like nervous with everything. Like she was writing really fast, and she was like, okay, are you ready? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, okay, it's in. And I was just like, all right, I can feel it.
She's like, I am now pressing the button to release the vaccination inside your body.
Yeah, I feel like I was a little kid again. She's just like, it's in.
You know, I had like all the student nurses doing it. Okay.
Oh.
So I was like, while she was like filling out my new card, I'm looking like to the person that's going to deliver the shot into my body. She's like, keeps asking the person like, hey, you think this is good? You think this is good? Like she was doing this stuff. I was like, can I just get you to do it? I was like, look, I'm not that scared, but I was like, I don't want this lady to miss and hit my shoulder blade or something. like deliver this into the right. Does it go into the vein?
I
don't think so, eh?
No, but it gets in. It has to though, because it gets into your bloodstream.
Yeah, I don't get it. No. She put it in like my rear delt too. I was like, that's not.
Yeah,
really
it felt really high up. Like I don't think I've ever gotten it that high up where I was
She's
like,
lucky she got the needle into these bad boys, man. I'm surprised it didn't break.
You should have just right when you got it, just flexed really high. Oh, sorry.
Or like I should have been like right when she poked it, just be like, oh, just just start shaking. Oh,
just start making this. Oh God.
Yeah, oh God, what is it doing?
Dude, I'm like definitely afraid of needles. So like, it was.
Are
just
you?
like when she was, so when she was just going, "Are you good? All right, here we go. All right, it's in." And it was just like it made it so much worse. I was just like, I was like sweating.
So we don't have to worry about you becoming like a heroin addict anytime soon. Yeah.
Oh no, dude, that's too much effort.
Yeah, you're probably like a meth guy. Right?
Even that's kind of like, sometimes
You just want something
up.
simple, you don't want to have to go through a process. You want something simple.
Yeah,
I get it.
Come on. I don't want to put a lot of work into it.
Yeah, all you got to do, like you just got to cut up a little line of cocaina, and you just throw it down. I get it.
Even that would probably be too much for me, because I'd be like, oh, I don't.
And then you got to worry about if it's been in someone's ass or something, like someone smuggled it in there. You never know.
Yeah.
Never know nowadays.
Yeah. I would be the guy if somebody like ever tried to get me to do it. I would be like, yeah, no, I'm just worried. I've been doing a lot of research on like your nasal cavity, and I don't want to get a cat. I don't want to mess that up.
Well, my nose is already jacked up. You've seen my nose, right? My deviated septum. Have I told the story of what happened to me? Have I told that on here?
I think it was a long time ago, but I mean, you should share it again. because it's a
Yeah,
fantastic
well,
story.
so I can't breathe through one of my nostrils. All right? I got a deviated septum. My nose is crooked. I have, if it looks like I constantly just have a giant booger in my right nostril,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't. It's my cartilage that shifted over. So that's why it like blocked it. It blocks the air in this one. So the reason behind that is when I was a little boy, just a little baby boy. I was like probably 4 or 5. You know, my brother had, the bubble gum, not bubble gum. What's it called? Uh, the bubble gum tape thing that's rolled up into a tape.
Oh
Looks
yeah,
like
yeah.
tape.
Mm-hmm.
Best gum ever. So that case, the case that opens up like that, like it's a circle. Well, my brother had like a bead necklace that was full of beads, and
Mm-hmm.
it broke. And so I think my mom put them all into that. And being the little chunk of bub I was, I was a little chubby boy and love food. I go into my brother's room, I see that sitting up there. I reach up, I grab it, I snag it, I open it up. I was like, this isn't gum. But I was like, wait, these are kind of cool. And I picked like one that had like 4 prongs and jammed it up my right nostril just without hesitation. Jammed it up there.
It's just so weird. You went looking for gum, and you're just like, I'm just gonna put this in my nose.
Yeah, I was like, oh, whatever, down the chute, and I throw it back, and then I was like, okay, this looks like it's kind of stuck. So I try to get it, and I keep jamming it, and it got like stuck way up here because it was pronged. So, being the little kid I didn't tell anyone for a while. All right,
just
I don't.
just out of curiosity, like, do you remember what was going through your head? Like, what made you stuff that in your nose?
I remember finding the gum thing, all the beads. I don't
Mhm.
remember it shoving it up my nose. And I don't remember how long I didn't tell anyone because my dad found it. I thought it was only like a couple days. My dad said it might have been weeks. He didn't see it until we were swimming outside and I had my head back and you could see something. My dad was like, "What is that?" And he comes pulling up. And he's like, "What is that?" I was like, and then I was like all kind of like shy. I was like, "It's my
It's
beads."
allergy season.
Yeah. So I ended up getting surgery, getting that sucker removed, and it just jacked up my nose for life. So yeah. But I don't remember
Glistening
why.
bead.
I was like, oh, this isn't gum. Oh well. Just throw it into the
Oh,
right
this looks
nostril.
fun. So weird the
I
stuff you
think I
like.
used to. It was either me or my brother. One of us used to shove roly polies up our noses.
See, yeah, I've heard of that one. I've also heard people shoving magnets.
Oh, that ew. That would
Yeah,
hurt.
like this really small magnet. Just
Oh,
shoving it
dude,
up
those
there.
were so dope though. I love those little magnets because I used to have magnetic earrings,
Yeah.
like in 8th grade, because I wanted earrings, but I didn't want to get my ears pierced, so I bought
Hmm.
these magnetic ones, threw them on there, and uh, but yeah, those little magnets are dope. But I would lose them. I lost like at least 3 pairs of earrings that I kept ordering and keep losing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just something about kids. I have I have a thing that I did when I was like in preschool. This I don't know what was going through my head, but so in preschool, like when kids would like wet their clothes or whatever, they would give them
Yeah.
like a fresh pair of like underwear and some shorts. So in my mind,
Mhm.
I'm like, that's kind of cool. Like I want to be the kid who gets that. And
Oh boy.
instead of pissing myself, I shit my pants.
You tried to squeeze out a piss, and all of a sudden shit came out.
I don't remember what my logic about shitting the pants was. And then I remember I was fired up for it. And they come give me some new clothes. And they gave me girls' underwear because it was the only thing they had.
Oh, that is so dope.
So
That
I
is
was
awesome.
wearing, they sent me home. They just were like, just to warn you, he had to get into different clothes and we only had girls' underwear.
Oh my god, that's awesome. No, I
And
know
they
what
were,
you're trying to do. Why you shit? Because you were probably thinking like, every time I shit, I pee. Like, have you ever sat on the toilet to go shit and not pee?
yeah,
Like, it's automatic. You're probably
yeah.
thinking like that. Like, all right, if I shit, I'll pee too.
Yeah, maybe, dude. I don't know what was going through my head. Yeah, I was just like, I had an accident in my pants.
When's the last time you shit your pants?
Dude, it's been a very long time actually. I hold pride in
Oh,
that.
you're no fun.
I hold pride in my sphincter.
I try to keep it. I try to keep it at least once a week. Yeah. Keep it honest. No, the last time I think was probably. It's always when I'm sick, when I have like the
Oh,
flu
yeah.
or something, because you can't
Mhm.
trust those damn farts. All of a sudden, you get the squirts. I was like, God damn it! I've done that so many times. Like I wake up in the middle of the night, like not feeling great. I gotta just rip one, and I'm like, oh damn it! It's like now I gotta get in the shower,
You're
and
so
clean
pissed
myself.
off.
Yeah, I gotta clean myself.
Yeah, probably the last time it was probably freshman year of high school. I think so.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
mine
I
was
don't know,
probably like
man. I mean,
probably last year.
knock on wood. I'm knocking on wood right now just in case. I mean,
You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it tonight.
yeah, right when we get off. You got to think most people have done that.
Yeah,
Nobody
people are
wants to
embarrassed
talk
by it.
about it, but
Yeah, I'm like, why are people embarrassed about it? It happens.
yeah, it
I'm
happens.
happily to admit it was probably last year. I'd say probably even under a year the last time I shot myself. And,
Yeah, dude.
things happen. You try to trust one of those little
Just
farts.
happens.
You think it's gonna be a funny fart, and then all of a sudden you have to run to the bathroom,
Yeah,
throw your undies away. Have you ever had to throw your underwear away in public?
no, I never had to do that.
So I have twice, two occasions. And one of them involves shit, the other one doesn't. All right. The first one, I shot myself. I forget where I was. I want to say it was probably at like some sporting event. Honestly, that's probably where it was. And I was like, all right, I gotta just get rid of them. I was like, you can't hang on to them. You can't take these home. So I was like, you just toss them. But the first time I ripped my undies, this is a funny story. My first football practice ever. Okay. I am ecstatic because I've loved football. I was like 8 years old and I've watched my brother play football. I was like, dude, I can't wait for this. And I finally get to play. I wore these high like football socks.
Yeah.
I wore a pair of boxers. Now I'm not a boxers guy. Okay. I just can't do it. I'm either like a nice Hanes guy or just some compressing ones, like workout ones.
Yeah, the
So
briefs.
so I wore like a pair of boxers that were kind of tight. All right. Like that's why I don't like boxers, because they're uncomfortable. They're restricted. All right. Restricted movement. Now, I'm so pumped up for this football practice. And we line up, and you know how we do the breakdown, and you like squat down. So the first, not even kidding, the first breakdown of my career, I hit the and I go down, my underwear just splits. My undies split open, just cheeks in the wind. I was like, oh God. I was like, this isn't good. So I'm like trying to like push through it, but every time I break down, because that was only the first part of the stretch, there's a lot of more breakdowns coming. So it just keeps ripping more and more. And I just feel so weird because my ass cheeks are out and all that. So I run up to the bathroom, and this was at Nevada Union, so the bathroom's up by the top. You know what bathrooms I'm talking about. I run in there, and I'm like, I couldn't tie my shoes yet. I think that's why I didn't take my shoes off, because I was
Good
like,
thinking.
I'm not
Always prepared.
I'm not gonna be able to I can't take my undies off because I'm not gonna be able to give them cleats and all that. So I end up just pulling down my pants, and then I grab from behind where my underwear was ripped, and I just rip and rip until they come off. And then I was like, all right, back to practice. I toss him in the toilet. Yeah, I toss him in the toilet and just
Safe move, dude. Anybody ever find out it was you whose underwear was in the toilet, or nobody even asked
I don't
questions?
know. I left no DNA. All right.
So speaking of like football, like accents like that, have you ever gotten like hit so hard in like the side where you pee a little bit?
I've never peed my pants in football. I'll say that.
I got hit so hard in the side once that a little bit of pee came out. And that was a scary moment because I was like, I didn't even know that could happen.
Yeah, that means you got destroyed.
Dude, yeah, it was like I think it was like a fumble or something. Somebody jumped on to like my side right there and like hit it with their helmet. And I just remember like that happening and I'm being like, oh. And then it looked
Do you
like sweat, so it
remember?
didn't matter.
Yeah, that's always good when you're wet. All you
Yeah.
gotta do is pour some water, just blend it in.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I think it was our midget year.
I know
One
where
of
you're
our
going with this.
teammate,
And
one of
yes.
our one of our teammates pissed themselves during
Because he didn't want
our
to
last
ask.
huddle. Well, yeah, he's like, I remember. The funny part is, I love the. I don't remember happened to the kid. I think he ended up moving. But
Yeah.
I was like, this kid's cool. I was like, I like this guy. And we like
Mhm.
come up for the end break. Coach is giving a speech. And I look at him. And he's like, dude, I got to pee so bad. I was like, I thought he was like kind of smiling. And he's like, I got to
Yeah.
pee really bad. But he didn't want to ask our coach. Next thing I know, I look down, dude, and there's just a puddle coming down from his knee. I was like, he just pissed himself. I was like, God, I got him. I was like, he pissed himself on this turf. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
that is. I think I don't remember what the outcome was. I don't remember if
That's a
people.
bold move. That is a
Dude,
bold move.
that takes some balls. Yeah,
It's just
but just pissed. It was a puddle. It was a good puddle. I was like, this guy had to pee. He really did. He wasn't lying. He had to pee.
dude. I've probably been more close to peeing myself in my adult life than uh being younger. Because like I will try and hold it forever to where I'm like almost sweating and my whole body's tight. I've done it in
Dude, my
cars. I've
my
done it in everything.
no on car rides because like on my commute, I'm guzzling down water because I'm thirsty.
Mhm.
Dude, I know it's really bad when I have to pee so bad, my kidney starts to hurt.
Yep. When you get that
Mhm.
feeling, oh.
I'm like, oh boy, this pee is gonna be phenomenal once I get
Mhm.
it. And once you get, dude, if you time some of my pees, dude, I think I'm right up there. There's got to be a world record, and I got to be biting
Oh
at the
yeah,
heels.
dude. I've
Uh,
I've held it for so long before. It's probably not a good thing to hold it that long, but
yeah,
dude.
you can die. You can die.
Oh yeah, I imagine. Like you start getting winded when you're talking too. That's how bad it gets to where I'm like, oh god.
It's not even that. It's just that kidney pain just kills me. I'm
Oh
like,
dude.
now my back's starting to hurt.
Dude, one time I remember I was on my way to town and I live like 30 minutes away from the town. And I was driving and I remember I had to pee so bad. And I was like, I'm not gonna make it. And like I was like stressing. Luckily, God must have been on my side that day because he lit a dumpster on fire, like a dump truck on fire, and there was a line of cars. Enough time to just sit there and pull out a bottle and pee in it, dude. It was like the great.
You've
I was
peed
like,
in a
thank you.
bottle? You
Yeah,
peed in
while
a bottle in a
driving. While
car?
driving.
That's impressive. I peed
I
in
mean,
a bottle one time.
really?
Yeah, at like a friend's house, and there was no reason. There was bathrooms. I was like,
It
dude,
was
I'm gonna
just
pee
a,
in this bottle.
it was just to show you friends what's up.
Yeah, it was, and yeah, but yeah, peeing in a car
Yeah.
that takes some balls.
And we were like, I wouldn't say we were like driving, but it was like slowly moving up, like slow, like in traffic basically. And I just went for it.
Do you have? So when's the last time you peed your pants? You say like.
It's been a very, I mean, if you count the little spattle that came out when I was playing football, then probably senior year.
Well, here's the thing. I have this thing. Okay, it might be a condition. I don't know. If there's a doctor listening to this, let me know. Just hit me up on my DMs. Tell me I need to get this checked out.
Slide in my DMs.
But whenever I'm working out or lifting, when I pee, I'll pee. You shake it a few times. You put it away. Next thing I know, another stream comes out. All of a sudden, like a good, not like just a couple drops, like just a. I don't know how to describe it, like a. And then I'm like, oh, great. And I got pee. So most of the time, if you see me, anybody listen to this, you see me at the gym. Most likely, I have some pee in my underwear. I'll say that.
You know what? It might be
You don't
just
have
from,
that?
I've had that a couple times, but like I don't think anything's ever come out. But like when I was peeing, when I was working out, and then it was
No, I'm
all
not
said-
saying I'm drenching myself. I'm saying like
No, I know what you're saying.
a teensy bit more than a couple sprinkles.
Yeah, I don't think I've never done that, but I've like when I work out, I make sure that that's it when I'm
How many
peeing.
times do you shake it before you put it away? After
When
you
I'm
pee?
working out like 20 times just to make
What
sure.
about just at home?
At home, yeah, give it like a good 3. Good luck.
Okay.
Good luck, you know.
It's my lucky number. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 times the
Well,
charm.
have you ever heard this? Have you ever heard the saying, "You shake it more than twice, you're playing with it"? You ever heard
Yeah,
that
dude.
saying?
That was made by like
That's bullshit too.
that was like what a
Because I've
pastor
never
came
shook.
up with or something.
Yeah, I've never shook this more than twice. You know, that's when more streams come out.
Yeah. Well, I
I'm
mean,
shaking this thing at least 15 to 20 on average.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah. I get what you're
yeah, you
saying.
have to. You have to. 2 times, dude. The moment that thing goes back in my undies, more pee.
Yeah, dude, you got to be careful. You don't know when it's gonna happen.
You do. Do you ever have those pees that when it's like one of those ones where you got to pee really bad and you finally let loose and it's like going on forever, and then you're like, okay, I think I'm done. You like try to close, and then another
Yeah,
line goes,
round 2
and then
starts.
another line,
Uh-huh.
and then another line. It's like, oh, this thing's never gonna end. It's like,
Yeah, sometimes I'll do that, and then all of a sudden it'll pick up to a steady one again, and I'll go, "That was
yeah,
odd.
yeah. Like I stopped for a second. I'm like,
Should I
am
be
I control?
concerned?"
I don't think I'm controlling this anymore. I was like, I'm no longer in control.
I honestly think it might have something to do with like drinking a bunch of water,
I don't know.
because it
Our
usually
our,
happens when I drink a bunch of water.
our things are very mysterious. There's a lot of things we don't know about them.
Yeah, dude, mystery snake.
I'm still learning about it every single day. Yeah, I learned something new. I'm
That's
only
life.
21 years. I'm only 21 years in this thing, so
Just
I'm
learning about
technically
this
like
thing.
I'm like just starting to get into my prime. You know, technically.
Yeah, I'm still
So,
reading the rule book on this thing. The
still
manual.
figuring out what this thing's capable of. All right, you never know.
Just reading up, making sure everything's right.
Speaking of our bodies, I was thinking because I saw something about breastfeeding yesterday.
Go on.
What a weird thing if you think about it.
It
A
is very
human
weird.
can squeeze out milk that
Mhm.
we drink. The milk that like I have 2% in the fridge right there.
Yeah.
It's like it's almost right there. I think it's about like 1.5%. I'm pretty sure.
Mhm. Well, and then
It's
the
so
weird
weird.
thing is that we drink other animals' milk.
Yeah.
That's a
I mean,
weird thing.
only one. I only drink a cow's milk. I don't drink
Yeah,
anything
cow.
else.
I mean, sometimes I drink
So,
almond
some
milk.
people. Yeah, that's not an animal though. It's just an almond. It's just a seed.
Yeah, no, it's weird. I think what was it? I forget where I heard that. It was like it's kind of weird how we like drink other animal, like another animal's milk, and I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, that's a deep
I was
thought
just
right
thinking.
there.
I was like, a lady can squeeze out milk to feed a baby.
We're
I was
weird
like, that's so
creatures.
dope. I was like, that's dope.
Dude, even like growing a baby in your belly, weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like their
it's a weird
baby could
concept.
just all of a sudden blow up to a normal sized baby. Weird.
Yeah, like a big baby like me. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude.
What do you
Like,
think
one
of
time in a stomach? Like that's weird. Not a stomach, but a womb.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think of the people that have problems with breastfeeding in public? Like, you really have to do that here. Like, have you seen those videos of people like throwing
Yes.
fits like on the subway or something?
To be
Like, sorry,
honest,
you want me to not feed my baby? You want
yeah.
my
To be
baby to
honest, I don't
starve?
know if I've ever seen somebody be like, "Oh my god!" Like, are you kidding me? But like, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. Like,
Well, so I've seen on multiple occasions people breastfeeding. I'm like, all right, cool.
mhm.
The only thing that's weird, people, I mean, I see your nipple. I'm like, I just saw your boob for a good split second. So I was like, should I introduce myself? I was like, I feel like we should know each other's names at least, you know?
Yeah, yeah. For me, I just feel like like a disconnect from that. Like I don't feel like where I'm like, oh my god, that's a that boo's out. Like for some reason, if I see a baby right there, I don't know why. It might be something that's just
Well, no, I'm
inside my
talking
head,
about
but
pre-baby lips get on it. I'm talking like that split second when they pull it out, and I'm
yeah,
like, that's a bare boob. I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, it's a Wednesday. I was like, I usually don't get to see these on Wednesdays.
yeah.
Or
It
weekdays,
definitely
huh?
it definitely would like catch you off guard. But then I'd be like,
Yeah,
I'd
yeah. I
like, oh,
double take a
okay,
couple times,
I know I know what she's doing, but yeah. I mean,
but No, but like I don't have a problem with it. Like I'm like I don't care. I'll be like
Mhm.
it's your baby. It's your body, your baby, whatever.
Yeah, feed
No,
that
but I
damn
was like
baby.
yeah, but I'm thinking like, wouldn't you want to cover it up because there's creeps that would just are just gonna be staring, you know?
And I don't know how, because it's a
Well, there's
it's a
creepy people in this world.
I
You know?
know. It's just it's a weird disconnect. Like there's gotta be something in your head.
Buddy, have you seen some of the people that are living in this world?
I know.
Nothing
I'm
will
just
stop them.
I'm just saying, I don't know how those people can be like just sitting there staring, like eyes wide, and
Yeah.
just like nice.
What I would do to be that baby.
Yeah.
No, but like that's what I was like thinking. I was like, dude, if I was a girl, I'd be covering this thing up. I'm like, I don't feel
Yeah,
comfortable.
I feel like most moms are just like over it. They're just like, whatever, man. And they just
Yeah,
like
you're
whip
so
that
tired.
thing out for the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I have no strength to pull out a blanket.
Anything to get this kid to stop barking.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, what was I forgot where I was gonna go with that. But yeah, our bodies
It's a
are
weird
something
thing.
special.
We got
We
weird
got a lot of
bodies.
we got a lot of stuff going on that we don't know about, you know?
Yeah, dude. This
Like the fact that we can have a cut on our leg and our like white blood cells are like, oh, no problem, we'll get it. And they come up and then it
Yeah.
just scabs and then it's new skin. Like
Yeah, and then you
what?
pick at it, and they're like, "God damn it, we just did that job."
Yeah. So you're telling me like the white blood cells can do all that, but if I lose like a limb or a toe, you can't grow that sucker back out?
Yeah, yeah. I just feel like it's probably like they're over fighting. Like they're just like, we can't do it.
Yeah,
We can't do
they're
it.
like, you deserve this. You deserve this, you punk.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you fill up on chocolate milk and hot Cheetos for 10
Yeah,
years.
it's just a complete
Yeah.
war in your body. That's what I imagine when like the COVID vaccine did to me. Was it was just like a normal day, and then all of a sudden it was like, we're going to war, man.
Charge. No, dude, that's what I think of. Every time I'm sick or like I get the flu or like whatever, when I'm achy,
Mm-hmm.
I know that there's a war going on, like
Oh
bacteria
yeah, dude.
versus white blood cells. I'm like, dude, this is like 300. My white blood cells are standing their ground. I'm like talking to myself. I'm like, come on, boys, keep fighting.
Pull
Don't you
through,
give up.
pull through.
Don't you give up. Oh.
It's just like that scene at the end of Avengers when they're all running at each other. That's exactly.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, it's like, assemble.
They just take off running after it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, cray cray.
I don't think we thank our white blood cells enough. Thank you.
Oh no, and they deserve respect.
They do. What time are we at? We've been going a good amount.
We are at. We can wrap it up.
We are at the end of the show. Reed, where can they find you?
You can find me at my other podcast at Hatbox Mountain Podcast.
You feel like posting on that anytime soon or what?
I've been coming up with things.
Okay. We're expecting a major comeback, right?
Return of the Mac, as they say.
Oh boy, return of the Reed per se.
Justin,
you can find me.
Where can we find you?
You can find me JJ_man_20 Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, where I post clips of the show. I'm gonna be posting a couple
Dances.
Couple funny couple funny videos on there pretty soon. I'm working on some stuff. Go like and subscribe to this channel. Tell your friends, tell your family, spread the show, spread the word. Follow the show with JNR or the show _ with JNR. Mess it up every time. On Instagram for more clips of the show, updates about the show. Also, go follow my another YouTube channel, Houlihan Studios. There'll be a video coming up on there pretty soon, and then
maybe in like the next couple of days.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be lucky. You're gonna get a podcast this week, and you might get another content this week. Working on some stuff. We're making business moves here.
Making moves, as they say.
We're content creators, and that's what we create, boy.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I'm gonna let this vaccine, start to do a little damage, and we'll see you guys next time.